Today is Thrifted Thursday, so I have 3 items from the thrift store that I have revived. Hi, my name is Cindy, aka Z9designs. So sit back and enjoy the renewal of some old items. So with that being said, let's get to flipping. Flip number 1, leather fall coasters. The supplies needed include 4 thrifted coasters and 4 fall stickers. I think this is the easiest DIY yet. I picked up these coasters in Chicago and realized they were leather, not pleather. I had them for quite a while and thought I needed to do something with them. So I cleaned them and I found some fall stickers that would look nice on them. And the good thing about these coasters is that I can remove the stickers and put other stickers on for other holidays, such as Christmas. So enough about that. I removed the stickers from the paper and carefully put them in the middle of the coasters. 1 was a mushroom sticker, 2 were pumpkin stickers, and 1 was fall florals. I think this is so cute. Put them on your table and they will be admired at dinner. Flip number 2, candle holder. The supplies needed include a free candle holder, leaf mold, a flower mold, suede khaki acrylic paint, gold tea light, or some brown candles, air-dried clay, rub and buff, and that is it. A friend gave me this light green candle holder with 1 leaf on it, and there was wax spilled on one side, and I didn't think it was anything I could use in my home. And because the fall colors this year are brown, terracotta, beige, etc., at least that color palette, I decided to get rid of the light green and paint it khaki suede. The paint was slightly textured, but so was the candle holder. I thought that it would be a good match. However, before I painted it, I put some air-dried clay into a leaf and flower mold. Now, of course, I had to sprinkle a bit of cornstarch in the mold before putting the air-dried clay into the leaf mold. But these molds are so good, sometimes I didn't really have to use the cornstarch, but it is a good practice to do that though. I made 4 leaves and 1 large flower. I glued the leaves with the wood glue on the 4 sides, and I even covered up that 1 lonely small leaf that was on the front of the candles. I cut an opening into the large flower and placed it on top, and this is where the candle or the tea light needs to be placed. Oh, I think this is such a transformation. And see, with just something this small, you can make it look so beautiful. So let me know what you think. Thrifted Thursday is a collaboration where you flip dump finds, makeovers, yard sale flips, and trash to treasure. The hosts are Joanna's DIY Life and Sabrina's Craftnanigans, and the guest host is Buffy Designs. These are fabulous women who can flip anything and make it look great. So be sure to subscribe, like, save, and comment. The link to their channels is in the description box below. Now, there are other crafters who have flipped items also, so be sure to subscribe and like their channels also. And the link to the playlist is in the description box below. Now, on to my favorite and last flip. It is flip number 3, thrifted book holder. Supplies needed are a saw, thrifted book holder, antique wax, cabinet pull, leather cord, wood glue, a screw and screwdriver, and a hammer and some nails. I think this is my favorite one. Like I said before, I wanted to make it over to look more kind of up to date. It looks kind of old and tired. And I sanded away just with some paper sander. Oh, that's the other thing that you need. And I just made it all plain. There was like a wreath around it that somebody had stenciled in white. So I just sanded all of that off. And then I removed the piece of wood that would keep the book from falling out and added a larger piece. It was 8 inches in length and 2 inches wide. And I cut the wood with my electric saw. And I think I got the piece of wood from Michael's. It was on sale, or Dollar Tree. Not sure which. But I cut it with my electric saw. But I'm not showing that because it was just a clean cut. Then I took the cabinet pull and drilled an opening into the wood and twisted the screw to connect the piece. Then I made a tiny opening in the new piece. This is which already had nails in the large piece. And all I had to do, once I made those tiny little openings in the larger piece that I was going to add onto it, I was just able to push it in and hammer it in. And then I added some other nails on the other side, as I wanted to make sure it holds on really good. And that's the way you can tell that something is made really well, that it is not going to come apart in a couple of days or a couple of weeks. Now, then I used some antique wax and I covered the entire board and the bottom. Then I had a piece of leather cording and I threaded it to the opening and tied it in a knot. Now, before it had like just a white rope type piece that was tied on there, but to make it look more up to date and fabulous, it takes a little bit of leather. Lastly, I took some rub and buff and I added some to the handle. I put my recipe book between the back of the board and the cabinet handle, and it looks fabulous. It was a tough one to redo, but I just love how it looks. This is going to be a gift, and I am sure they will love it. Family, I thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate the love each one of you give to me, and I'm giving it back to you. I hope you've liked what you've seen. Please subscribe, like, save, and comment. If there's something you would like for me to make, let me know. And remember, prayer is where peace begins and worry ends. See you later. Bye-bye.